All right, y'all. Running the wing back at it. It's your boy DP.
And fashionably late, it's your boy KP.
Why fashionably late?
Cause we is on that 6-7,
Yeah.
and you know,
Oh,
we
good,
close to that 7-8.
man. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. So man, let's go on and get right into it, man. So if you follow the NBA, you know that there is a gambling probe, gambling scandal, whatever you want to call it. Um it's a mess.
Sticky.
Yeah, you were calling stuff the wild wild west with the NIL and in college. So
Hmm.
what is all of this with the NBA now? So just gonna run over a few dates. There's several instances that have been um cited in this indictment, but we're not gonna go over every single thing. But the NBA folks who are involved in this scandal at the moment, those who have been named, Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and then Damian Jones. So
Damon, no,
I mean
Damon.
Damon Jones. I said Damon Jones. So
Yeah.
um, Damon. Um, so you have a former player in Damon Jones, sitting coach, which I don't know if he even has his position anymore, in Chauncey
He's on leave.
Billups,
He's
and
on
a
leave.
current player in Rozier. So
And waiting in the wings, Michael Be Malik Beasley
yeah, well, I don't know. They said
under
Beasley
investigation.
was being investigated. Then it was reports saying he was cleared, but yeah. So
He ain't on the NBA roster.
hey,
He
hey.
ain't cleared.
So man, so the FBI has been it's been reported that they said this has been going on for years.
Yes.
Um, so April 9th, 2019, um, the authorities alleged there was a rigged poker game, and that the mafia was involved.
Yeah.
You've heard that they were using the folks who were actually participating in a poker game were using, allegedly, uh, glasses.
X-ray
And
tables, dog.
yes, X-ray tables, cards with invisible markings that can only be seen
Whoa.
with the glasses.
This is an elaborate scheme here.
And listen, there was a shuffling, allegedly. We'll have to that the we'll have to keep throwing out allegedly. There was a shuffling machine that was altered, um, and there was some technology that allowed them to read the cards in the deck, so they were able to kind of predict, the probability of which player would have the best hand, and then they
Yeah.
would relay that information to the people who were participating in the game. So this is like real, you know
Sophisticated.
detailed, thought
Yeah.
out, sophisticated, yeah, like you said. So
Yeah.
um but that was 2019, the initial findings, or you know the earliest date I saw with this particular situation. Then in October 2020, you had $50,000 allegedly
Uh-oh.
wired to Chauncey Billups, and that money is believed to have been associated with illegal poker games.
Yeah.
Now, the year 2020 just kind of stands out to me as COVID times, right?
When niggas
Everybody,
wasn't supposed to be around each other.
no, not even that. where
Oh.
where folks was sitting at home trying to come up with a scheme to make
Oh,
some
yeah.
bread because
Yeah.
that water was being shut off
Yeah.
in all across the board, different
Yeah.
industries, all kind of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that that's what these folks did, but it's being alleged that they had these illegal dealings. So December 2022, so a couple years later, that's when they first cited the date first cited that I saw for the gambling related to the games.
Mm-hmm.
There's non-public information that's being gathered and sent around to co-conspirators and different people who were involved in this elaborate scheme.
Yeah.
And that information uh gave, it's almost like insider trading, right? Something's going down.
Oh,
So
that's exactly what it
yeah,
is. It's
yeah.
not
So
almost like
yeah. So you make the call to your folks, you
yeah,
say this, you say
yeah,
that. So February 9th, 2023, you had Damon Jones, not to be confused with Damian Jones.
yeah.
You had Damon Jones.
On that phone.
Well, it was alleged.
On that phone.
It was alleged that he was on that phone.
How you feeling, brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. What's going on, man? What
How
you
you
got for
feeling,
me?
brother? Man, hey, man, you playing tonight, man?
Yeah, I'm playing. What you got for me?
Man. Okay, so y'all in Milwaukee.
Bong is in the building. Alpha's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Bong with us in the chat. Appreciate you, Alpha, rocking with us. So February 9th, 2023, Damon Jones allegedly sends a text alerting a co-conspirator that a player that was of the likes of LeBron James
of the likes
was not supposed to be playing that night, had been ruled out, but it wasn't public information at the time. Now, if you want to go and dig and figure out who the Lakers played that day, it was the Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks ended up winning 115-106. I don't know who you put your money on. If it was on the over with Giannis, he had 38-10. If it was Anthony Davis, he had 23-16. So you might have won, either way.
If he put his money on the Lakers to win, I don't think he's getting indicted. I don't think he's under investigation if he put his money on the Lakers. I think he put his money on the other side, and I think he won some change in the process.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, I said to the general public, I don't know who y'all had y'all money on.
Okay.
I ain't talking about him. I said, I don't know who y'all had y'all money on. If it was Giannis, he had 38-10. If it was Anthony Davis, he had 23-16 in that game. Yeah. So, prop bets, I don't know who had what. General public wasn't privy to the information about the player of the likes of LeBron not playing. So they may have put their money a different way, right? So, but I saw a number, I can't remember the exact number, but I think it was over $200,000, approaching like $300,000, that were put on the under in a March 23rd, 2023 game. Yeah.
My bad.
On a March 23rd, 2023 game with Terry Rozier.
Yeah.
Now, he was playing for the Hornets at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And again, non-public information was sent out about him. He was going to just stop playing early, pull himself out of the game early. So, that was the signal to go for his unders.
A lot of suspicious betting was said.
Yeah. And all of these are allegations, baby.
Yeah.
We don't know this to be fact. Allegations, allegedly, right? Yeah. So I was sitting thinking, because this, I'm like, all right, they talking about Billups, Chauncey Billups in the poker games and all that stuff. I'm like, did he have anything to do with like the sports betting? Like
NBA.
Yeah, I'm like, well, how are we tying this? Because I'm looking at all the headlines and I'm like, they're just lumping all of them in together, right? Yeah. And does Billups have anything to do with the sports betting, the NBA betting?
Mm-hmm.
So it's also been alleged that on March 24th, 2023, prior to a game between Alf's Portland Trailblazers and the Chicago Bulls. The indictment states that Billups had told someone that the Trailblazers were tanking and several of their players were not going to be playing that night. This, again, these are all allegations.
This is a March game?
Yes. March 24th. This is actually the day after Rozier's game.
And the crazy thing is, this time of the year, this is when the tanking is happening. You got people that are battling to get in the playoffs and be playoff teams. And then you got other teams going in a different direction. Like, you know what? We're going to play our young guys. We're going to see what we have. And we're going to get ready for next year. So now, it is that time of the year.
Now, so if we fast forward to this year on the 23rd of this month, so, you know, roughly about a week ago, that's when you had the arrest of Rozier, Billups, and Jones.
Yes.
So there was also a guy, I don't know if it's pronounced Marvis or Marvis Fairley. So this guy was named as a co-conspirator in this scheme, and it was said that he had communication with Damon Jones, and he was also fairly involved in the Jontay Porter situation. So they're trying to draw that connection. Again, allegedly, allegations. Yeah. We don't know none of this to be true. We just reporting on it. It's all over the place. Pick an outlet, and you'll see the story. So
So you said a lot, and I want to unpack it little by little to do it justice. So the first three big fish that were named were, you know, current and former NBA players.
And a coach.
Yeah. Current coach.
Yeah.
There were 34 people that were arrested in this process. 34. The other 31, we don't know who they are. The interesting thing was listening to the head of the FBI talk. He started talking about the mafia families.
Yeah.
And he named 4 different mafia families.
Yeah.
And it talked about their involvement.
Yeah, we just gonna say 4 different mafia families. We ain't naming.
Hey, you already know, brother.
Hey.
Yeah, but 4 different families.
Hey, I'm stopping you like they stopped old boy when he was talking about the tush push. I forgot who it was, but he was like, man, they moving, and it was, you know, talking about how the refs weren't calling it correctly, and then his boy was like, don't get fined.
Yeah. Nah, and mine is don't get found.
Yeah, don't get found.
Don't get found. Yeah. Nah, man. So but I thought it was interesting that none of their pictures were anywhere. We don't, you know, we'll never know what these guys look like. Never. But you're plastering these 3 guys. These 2 guys didn't act alone, especially in Chauncey Billups' scheme. His scheme was just way too intricate, way too elaborate. I was looking at something on ESPN. They had Sam Mitchell, who was a friend of Chauncey Billups, and they had a gambling expert, and they were saying that the nickname that they used for Chauncey Billups was Chum. Basically saying, you know, Chum is what they use to attack. They use as bait to bring in fish, the big fish. And they were saying that Chauncey Billups was, in fact, bringing in the big fish.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, are they collateral damage, as you were talking, leading into that by talking about the mafia families.
But here's another thing, DP. We talked, so I had to look up poker and gambling and if it was illegal to gamble at the house and all that stuff. So in the state of I don't know what it is by each state, but I looked in the state of California. It's not illegal to, run your own poker game as long as the house doesn't take a cut and get paid, right? So you could actually do it because I thought about Gilbert Arenas, and and then I listened to Gilbert Arenas, and I thought about something else, and I said, "Damn, didn't LeBron allegedly have a casino in his house in Ohio? Wasn't this a known thing? Were players like it doesn't say what games they had, but you listen and you hear some things. I've heard some things,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard allegedly that you know Gil was there, Braun was there, and Damon Jones was there,
Mm, mm,
and Damon Jones can't play cards for shit.
yeah.
but but I'm listening to all this, and I'm like, damn.
And you
So
and we seeing right through your camera's poker face because it's struggling tonight.
you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh man. And so I'm listening to this, and I'm like, damn, Braun allegedly had a casino in his house, and then I'm looking at Chauncey, getting arrested, and he sending the bat signal with the Clutch Sports hoodie, like,
You
and
did
Damon
mention that.
Jones,
Ooh,
huh?
I say you did mention that.
Yeah, I saw it live, and then Damon Jones is allegedly calling for insider information to Braun, and now Braun isn't playing. Like, I wonder what's going on with Braun. Braun,
Yee,
are you okay?
yee.
Blink, man, blink if you all right, brother. Because it's man, it's looking real. It's looking real shaky, baby. A few years ago, there was a situation where Maverick Carter was questioned by FBI about gambling. Um, it wasn't so much him, but it was somebody else that they were looking at and investigating. But Maverick Carter got pulled in, talked to FBI agents, and they were asking him if he was betting on the Lakers. And this was I believe this was the year that the Lakers won the chip in the bubble. And
Mm.
but Maverick Carter
And they won that AAU tournament.
but Maverick Carter put some bets in. So, that's another person that's attached to Braun that, it's already on record that he was questioned. It just, man, it makes me wonder, man. And, I know the NBA is taking measures because the situation with, Jonte Porter. Jonte Porter was a two-way guy. And so what the NBA did was they took all two-way guys off of the prop betting. So you can't make bets on two-way players.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be on NBA contracts. So I know the NBA is trying to do something, but with the NBA being a part of the betting sites
Yeah,
and the players getting
partnered with
yes,
some
and
DraftKings
yes,
and
and the players getting 50% of the revenue sharing, so
mhm.
them profiting off of this too.
Prize Picks,
That part of it,
Underdog.
it's not going away.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't going away, and I really don't know what the NBA is gonna do because beyond those 34 people that they got, I would say it may be 200 more.
Oh man, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Yeah,
So, yeah,
yeah. No, it's definitely it's crazy. And to think that it's only 3 people
yeah,
would be, and this is again, it's still allegations, so you don't know what's gonna happen with them, but um to think that it's only a few people who could be, there could be some funny business around. Like, nah, betting has been a part of a part of shit for
The fabric.
since inception. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this is the fabric because I mean it's more competition.
yeah, I mean, and I don't know if there's, you know, more who will be named, but I can put my money on. I can bet on that indictment has does 1 through 100 or something like that, so they can continue bringing people in as doe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Because this is an ongoing investigation, and as soon as they start connecting dots with different people, they're gonna be replacing that doe with, you know, such and such player and this player and that player, or coach or GM, or, you know, who knows.
So my question to you is, what does this mean for the league? Like, can they fix this?
Man, what a time to be an NBA commissioner, or the NBA commissioner.
Yeah.
Um, because you got the shit with the Clippers where you had Pablo Torre on your ass,
Oh
you
man.
know, talking about what was going on with Kawhi Leonard and
Yeah.
whatever deal he had with.
Circumventing the salary cap.
Yeah. Then you got this, right? And we just getting into the season, right?
Yeah.
The stuff with
We
the
do.
Clippers was preseason,
Dog,
and now
dog,
you hit with this.
this is the 8th day.
Yeah, like this is crazy, and you have to navigate through all of this. Like they say, you know, you welcome all types of publicity because you in the news. Well, do you?
No, you don't want this.
Right. Like this is, you know,
No, this is yeah.
I don't know. Like all publicity ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those things where it's gonna be tough, man. Even if, let's say, these guys are exonerated down the line,
Mhm.
like, will you ever? You won't forget it.
No, you can't. You can't. Like, I mean, we still remember Tim Donahue.
Yeah, and he's been talking.
Absolutely. He got a lot to say.
Yeah,
He's like, man, you know, uh uh what he said was very interesting. He said that David Stern kind of trumped the FBI
which is crazy.
and you know made it seem like Tim was a lone wolf
Yeah,
in
that's
this
that's
whole
wild.
thing, and then just you know and halted the investigation. Like, how do you stop the FBI from investigating?
Yeah, that's what I don't know about that.
Whoa,
That's crazy.
the I mean, makes you wonder, man, about the stories with Michael Jordan. When you got the hockey player like, hey man, we golfed 18 rounds early in the morning and we were drinking beers and we went and we did another 18 rounds and I'm like, ah man, you're not gonna be able to play. And he's like, oh sure I will. And he's like, and me and Jordan were betting and I took thousands of dollars from him. And he's like, oh man, I'll hit 40 tonight and we'll win by 20. And I was like, oh, I'll take that bet. And Jordan hit 52 and they
Hmm.
won by 26.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man. But here's what I propose, and this is gonna sound crazy. You know, players are gambling. You want to gamble? You got to play overs. You can't play unders. Get your ass out there, play overs. That
uh,
now you're gonna be playing hard. Hey, now you're gonna be playing hard, and you know what? If you play your overs, you got to put your bets in advance. And if your coach decides last minute scratch, yeah, you lose that money, brother. But we doing overs and get your ass out there and play hard. Give the people what they want.
Bong said that's a great idea.
Yeah, like cause I like dog, I'm watching stuff, man. I saw what's my man? I saw Aaron Gordon, right? I'm looking. Aaron Gordon's prop bet was like five rebounds. He had to get 5 rebounds, or 5.5, so he had to get six
Mhm.
rebounds. And my man had 3 rebounds in the first quarter. And next thing I know, Aaron Gordon is just closing out on all shooters at the 3-point line. I'm like, why the hell are you closing out? He's closing out, running away for the rebounds. You know how many rebounds he finished with?
How many?
3. He hovered around the 3-point line the whole night, and he just kept closing out and standing out of bounds. I'm like, man, come on, man.
Mm.
Come on, dog. Like, so absolutely, Bong, the new definition of betting on yourself. Absolutely. Yeah, you got to play overs. We ain't
Okay.
playing no unders. And,
I can fuck with it.
y'all, I mean, since y'all want to play, but I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't know what it means for the league. I mean, shit. I I'll tell you, it's just don't think that this shit ain't been around, right? This
it
is
ain't.
you're
It has. I'm sorry.
huh?
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. So
yeah, it has.
yeah, and they, who knows who has their hands and fist in it. Like,
What I don't understand, and I just want to say this one last thing because I know we got other topics to touch on. Um, I don't understand why they're going to the websites that are affiliated with the NBA. Why aren't people going through like backyard bookies like they do in the old days? If you
because
go,
that's not where the biggest the bigger pots are.
yes,
You
but that's
chasing the money. What do you
I,
mean?
but what?
That's an easy answer. They chasing the
No,
money.
I'm saying this, DP. You can win 15 to 20,000 a week and just not get caught.
That's not enough.
A
Don't you
week?
That's not enough. Don't you what do you mean when people start getting gambling is an addiction?
I hear
When you
you.
start doing it and making money, you're like, "Oh, I can do this and make more, or I can hit bigger. I can like man, like who you know what it is. They are chasing the bread.
Uh,
And people think they can manipulate the systems and get away with stuff. That's exactly what they thought they were doing.
and look at Bong's last comment.
Harden's over was 20 and a half yesterday. He had 20 at the half. He ended with 20
Yeah,
allegedly.
yeah, man, it really
Oh
starts making you
shit.
look at people like, man, come on, dog. Yeah, I'm telling you, when I saw Aaron Gordon closing out on all 3-pointers, I'm like, Aaron, that ain't even your man. What are you doing?
Hey,
Yeah. But yeah, man.
man.
But hey, man, on another note, the NCAA legalized betting on professional sports. What do you think about that? And quick story. I'll make it quick. My oldest son, when he graduated high school, so he graduated, he was over the age of 18. So we was playing prize picks in my house. When he got to University of San Diego, they told him he could not have prize picks, he couldn't have DraftKings, he couldn't have any of that stuff. So
Mhm.
he had to delete it. He had to, take his money out and he deleted it. So he didn't have it all, not betting it all, not doing anything.
Yeah.
But now they will be opening the door. It was supposed to be November 1st. It just got pushed back to November 25th that they will
Oh,
start.
is it the 25th? I thought it was the 22nd. Man,
Uh,
what the hell? Now you got a thumbs up button
what are you talking
that
about?
popped up on your screen. You did some
Oh,
kind of
my thumb was up. My bad.
yeah,
Oh, my-
like
yeah. Um,
this dude got the animated features.
so they've they've pushed it back, so it's going to be in November, and they are going to let NCAA players bet on professional sports.
Mhm.
They got that NIL money.
Yeah.
They got that scholarship money. They get a form of some like revenue sharing as well. But my question, but this is what it turns into though. now you have insider information because some of these NBA players were your teammates a year ago, 2
Mhm.
years ago, 3 years ago.
Or you train with some of them in the summer because
Yes.
you trying to get to where they at. So you
Yes.
contacted your favorite player and he said, "Yeah, come on through. We're going to be at XYZ gym." And now you got your workouts and you've been working out with them all summer.
Absolutely. That's
So
your
now
guy.
y'all cool. You're still staying in connection. And yeah, you have inside information because you're in there now.
Yeah.
And these are young kids. Look, man, let's just say this. Anytime there's gonna be a black market for anything.
Everything.
You can create a system to the powers that be can create a system to monetize off of something. You
Absolutely.
saw it in the cannabis industry. You think
Yeah.
it ain't niggas out here still selling weed? I mean, you're still gonna have an underground black market where people are handling transactions that fit outside of the parameters of what the powers that be considered or have deemed legal. So all
Absolutely.
these illegal transactions will continue to transpire. Like you're not gonna stop it. It's gonna happen. Same thing is gonna happen NCAA with all of this sports betting that you guys trying to legalize, and it's almost like that parent that says, "Oh well, I rather they be in my house than
Doing it,
yeah,
smoking
yeah."
it.
It's like,
Yeah.
you think you stopping it because that's
Yeah.
what's happening? Like,
I'd
come
rather
on,
you
man.
smoke in my house than be smoking on the street. At least and I'm giving it to him, so I
Hey,
know what's in
hey,
it.
smoking at your house, smoking down the street, smoking around the block, smoke,
Yeah.
smoke, smoke. They smoke.
Yeah,
Like,
you got Smokey. You
yeah,
raising Smokey now.
like, come on, man. You're not stopping nothing with this. It- you talk about the Wild Wild West and what the NIL was creating. What you think this is gonna do,
Man, I see more arrests coming.
man? Look,
I
it's crazy.
I see more arrests. Um, I see more people getting caught up. The NCAA, they just banned 3 people for betting on college games and doing the insider trading information. It was some from Fresno State, one from San Jose State. And now you open the door for them to bet on NBA games?
Yeah, it's crazy,
What are we doing?
crazy. It is crazy, and even crazier. It gets crazier, right?
Yeah.
So now you have NCAA men's basketball recruiting professional athletes. So I've heard a few coaches uh, who have spoken out against this, right?
Izzo.
Um, Izzo being one of them.
Izzo, yeah.
Yeah. So you have London Johnson,
Mhm.
who was he played in the G League. You
Mhm.
have Terry Darling, who played
Yeah.
in the G League, and
Mhm.
you have Coke Yat, who played in the G League as well.
Mhm.
So Johnson is the player who just recently committed to Louisville. And this is what kind of sparked all of these conversations and the uproar, if you will. People talking about how can you allow this? You know, you're allowing a player to go pro,
Mhm.
and then they can just come back and play in what we consider amateur sports. I mean, is college even amateurs? Are we? Is it moving out of the realm of amateur sports now with the NIL and being all the money that's being thrown around and
It's
stuff?
we was 5 steps from eternity.
5 steps from eternity, we were
We
4
was 4 steps.
steps. Um, so
It's close, dog. It's
eh,
they say football's a game of inches.
Hey, hey, listen.
That's
Let
who
me
we are.
let me give you the stats for the three guys that I just named, right?
Mm-hmm.
London Johnson, his stats. G League stats. Most
Yes.
recent year. 3.1 points per game, 1.3 rebounds, 1.7 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Coke Yat, 2.5 points a game.
Has he committed yet?
He hasn't committed. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay.
One point and then 1 rebound, 0.3 assists.
Mm-hmm.
And then Darlin, who is at Santa Clara,
Yes.
11.6 rebounds, 2 assists. So he had the best stats across the board out of those three.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson, as I said, London Johnson has committed to Louisville. You have the likes of Louisville and West Virginia pursuing Coke Yat.
And BYU.
BYU as well.
Yeah.
I've heard that there's interest, mutual interest with West Virginia and Yat. I don't know how true that is. These are just reports that I'm seeing swirling around, but
Reach out to my West Virginia people.
go ahead and do that. Let us know.
Yeah.
So this, I started thinking about this whole situation, and this, we already know that this happens all the time with foreign players. Matter of fact, you brought up a story about your oldest son.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a game, West Coast Conference game. There's a team, St. Mary's, and I said, "Hey, man, that Augustus Marshallonis, he played professionally before he even played in college."
Mm-hmm. So I didn't know.
Right,
on it.
Right. I'm like, nah, man. And I was like, the announcer just said it. So we looked it up. Lo and behold, yes, he did. In Lithuania,
you lost your eligibility because of that.
Okay, well, but that's what they're doing, right? And that's kind of what they're that's what they're doing or saying they're going to do with the G League players.
Yes,
so they're saying that if they went for, you were 2 years in the G League or whatever you did, that's 2 years of eligibility that you're losing.
Yeah, you're a junior now.
This guy played 4 years at St. Mary's.
Yes.
Marshallonis, he played 4 years.
I think he came in during COVID.
Okay.
So he got that COVID year too.
Okay. But then, I'm like, all right, well, I'm thinking about current players, and you may throw some more out there, but Lauri Markkanen, just in the news for dropping 50. First one in a while since Karl Malone, right? For the Jazz.
Yep.
He played professionally in Finland before he went to U of A.
Wow.
Was everybody talking about that?
Absolutely
not.
And
he played 2 years.
Swept under the rug.
Yeah, he played 2 years professionally. Whether it's a second-tier team or whatever tier team that they have overseas, I don't know exactly how all those break down. That will be something that maybe we can actually do a show on one day, to look at the ins and outs of how that overseas basketball is structured with the tiers and all of that stuff. But these are considered professional leagues that these players are playing in before they even step foot on a college basketball court.
Absolutely.
And we not tripping until it's a dude over here in the U.S. Now it's the problem.
So, a couple things. No one was talking about Terry Darlin at Santa Clara. That kind of went under the rug. It wasn't until London Johnson went to Louisville that everybody was in an uproar.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Izzo, it was Kelvin Sampson.
Yep.
Quite a few. It's funny. Of a lot of the coaches that they interview, one of the coaches that was like
Dan Hurley too.
They're doing it overseas.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking players from overseas that are professional. You can bring them, like if they play in the G League, they were not on an NBA team. They were not on a two-way contract. He was breaking it down. They weren't on a two-way contract. So they technically were not NBA players. They were G League players. They should be able to play college basketball just like professionals that played overseas are able to play college basketball. You know who that coach was?
Who?
That coach was Kevin Young of BYU.
Hmm.
Same coach that's in the running to get the G League play.
Listen. Who had a player that you referred to as Denim, or if it's the men, who also played professionally
And Kevin
before he
Young
played at BYU.
and Kevin Young is an NBA guy. So he knows because he was coaching with the Phoenix Suns. He was working with Kevin Durant the year before he got to BYU. So he went to Kevin Durant to BYU. But I totally agree with you. It's like, how are we taking players from overseas that are playing professionally and playing multiple years, 5, 6? I know a player that played 7 years professionally, has came over here and is considered a freshman. Like I know that, like, yes. And you're trying to, get upset with the American players?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Why?
And let me throw this out there too. You may know more about it than I do. How does the NBA Academy in Africa work? Because wasn't Darlin a part of that too?
He was. That's almost like a prep school funneling situation thing.
You're right. I'm like, how does that look though?
Yeah, but So that puts you on that's putting you on the trajectory of being a pro.
But then you go from there to the G League and then to college.
Yeah. Which he's still young. He's still only 21.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Listen, there's 25-year-old guys still playing in the NCAA, right? So
absolutely. So so I'm not mad at that, but I will say this: you gonna have some lawsuits. Like if I'm the parent of Ryan and Matt Bealey, the two twins, like, and players that went to OTE and lost college eligibility.
Oh
because they went to OTE, I'm suing. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can't make a move like this and not think that there's going to be some kind of retroactive reach to be like, y'all need to fix this.
Because there was one kid by the name of Ryan and Matt Bealey were two twins. They were supposed to graduate in high school in 2023. They were ESPN top 10 children. They're twins. They went to OTE. And some of the first players there. So, you had the Thompson twins. You also had the Bealey twins. The Bealey twins decided that they wanted to go to college after they finished at OTE. And they were supposed to go to Chicago State. Well, they enrolled in Chicago State. The NCAA ruled them ineligible. They tried to fight it and petition it. They were still ruled ineligible because of the benefits that they received while they were at OTE. Now, the interesting thing with OTE was they started signing contracts in like March, April of 2021. And then, the NCAA came through with the NIL in July of 2021.
Which I think was a direct move.
Yes.
To put a stop on that because they knew more players were going to be going that OTE route.
Exactly. But you know who got the ball rolling on it that no one's going to talk about? It was LeVar Ball. When he came up with the JBL League.
Yeah.
And he just didn't have the financial backing to really push what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But
or even just the support, man.
But he was the real trailblazer in all of this. And then OTE, which allegedly is backed by Nike, kind of came through with this. and then they were paying children, and they got the Bealey twins, who were top 10 players, and they got another player named Jalen Lewis. Jalen Lewis was the number 2 ranked ESPN player in the class of 2023. He was a 5-star. He was 6'10". He was on the trajectory of being a McDonald's All-American, a one and done, an NBA player. Ranked number 2. He went to OTE. He lost his college eligibility. Last summer, he was on an Exhibit 10 contract with the Milwaukee Bucks. For those of you that don't know what an Exhibit 10 is, it's a non-guaranteed 1-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring you in for training camp, summer, and that Exhibit 10 can then be converted into a 2-way contract. You can be a 2-way G League player, and then if you're a 2-way G League player and you're waived before the 60-day period, then you get like a $70,000 bonus. So there's money into it, and it's an opportunity for you to get in the door with the Exhibit 10. But that's a hard way to go on that Exhibit 10. And but he played this OTE. He did receive some kind of benefits, as do most of the people that go through OTE. But
Yeah.
because he was a few months before everything was okayed, he missed out on stuff. So it's like, so I really feel for those guys, the guys in the beginning that went to OTE that were ruled ineligible, only to see overseas guys that are playing professionally able to come get scholarships, get NIL money,
Yeah.
and now see G League guys be able to, get NIL money and get scholarships to play basketball.
Yeah. So, I'll put another spin on this before we move on, right?
Mhm.
Because I was just in the trenches with my daughter in her
Yeah.
recruitment process, trying to figure out where she was going to play. Different sport, it's
Mhm.
soccer, but it's still a lot of the things that apply to basketball, football, another sport would still remain just in general as far as recruiting goes. So the portal is open for all sports,
Mhm.
So you have the portal that's working against high school kids.
Yes.
You have this now that's going to work against high school kids,
Professional athletes. Yes.
which you bring in professional athletes. The league itself, the college platform itself is moving to older,
More mature.
more mature players in general,
Mhm.
right? Sprinkled in with,
Youth.
yeah, we'll hit the portal. We'll get a couple JC kids, and then we'll throw a dash of high school kids in there.
That's a dash is too much. A speckle.
So I'm just saying. So as a high school kid, if you're getting an offer, you need to strongly consider your offer. Like really take a look at who's offering. If it wasn't your first choice, or even something that was on your radar, but you're on someone's radar, I wouldn't just turn my nose up to it. I'd really take a look at the program, see if it's something that would be a good fit for you, because you could be chasing, what you think is an opportunity somewhere else that just will never come to fruition for you.
Yeah, you're pushing that boulder up a steep hill.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be tough or even tougher. It's already tough for the high school kids, but even tougher for high school kids now. Which, this will be another discussion too, but I'd like to see exactly what's gonna happen with JUCO and how
Yeah.
that's gonna be treated. Like is it across the board now that you don't lose eligibility in NCAA if you're in NJCAA? If you're playing JUCO, does that not pertain to the NCAA as a governing body?
I still think they're trying to figure that out.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why I said
yeah,
that would
yeah,
be another conversation that we can have,
absolutely,
but something else that we can, break down. But just know that this has implications on recruitment for high school kids.
absolutely. And man, looking at it, so I was talking to a high school player. He's going into his sophomore year. He's actually got a couple offers. I think he's got like Long Beach State. He's got some big West schools, Long Beach State, UC San Diego. Um, I think he's got UC Irvine. So he's on a great trajectory in terms of recruitment because
Hmm.
he's just starting sophomore year and he's already got some offers. Now, this player is about 6'2", so he's not big, and he's kind of he's got a little muscle build to him. Um, but they're projecting that he's going to get taller, he's going to be better. I'm looking at him like he's going to get better, but I don't know how much better because you're not really a one and you don't really shoot it like that. But he plays hard, all that stuff. So I'm talking to him and the father, and I'm like, they knew about they knew about my sons. They watched us go through the recruitment process. So we're
Hmm.
kind of talking about the recruitment process. And I asked him, I was like, man, well, where do you want to go to school? And he was like, man, I'm trying to go to Duke. And dad is like, yeah, 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 yeah. It's Duke. We set on Duke. And I'm like, man, that's cool. Um, do you understand the landscape of recruitment right now?
Hmm.
And unfortunately, they don't. They don't understand the landscape of recruitment to what your point and what you're saying. And I'm trying to tell him without crushing his dreams. Um, you want to keep talking to these schools
Oh
that are
yeah,
recruiting you.
yes.
You don't want to turn your nose up
Don't
and,
turn your
and,
nose.
and, and don't start saying, "Well, I could do better." Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
look, I'm sure
You and
probably
you probably
could.
could.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
probably could, but hey, man, keep massaging these relationships because and I asked him. I said, "Hey, as a freshman, would you be content with sitting on the bench, or are you trying to play?" "Oh man, I'm trying to play." Well, these are the schools you really need to look at because this is where you have an opportunity to play.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, me and you see it as, you know, old, washed up former players ourselves. We see it and we see the storm that's coming, but a lot of these other parents and these children, they don't even see it, man. They're oblivious to it. And they're
Scotty
not gonna
boy in the
know.
building.
They're not gonna know until it's too late.
Yeah.
Just a sad thing. But yeah, like the landscape of recruitment has changed drastically.
Yeah, and it's I mean, you thought that for a minute the portal was all in favor of kids, and I mean it allows for maneuverability and people to just not be stuck in a situation. But NIL money and all that stuff that's being thrown around, like that, every player's not getting that. Like every player is not getting a big $1 million NIL deal and
Not at all.
hundreds of thousands and all this stuff. Like,
At all.
and in some cases, like a kid is really like shooting for that scholarship. And there's a lot of kids out here who, in particular, those who aren't getting the NIL deals, who are in need of the scholarship, like
Yes.
the sports scholarship. Um,
Absolutely.
so there's so many ways that the organization is able to like manipulate this and have it work in their favor, and still like these kids are out here getting done dirty. I've heard, you know, even with football, with on the JUCO scene, where they eliminated that second uh open door for the portal in football.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the spring portal.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you would think that that's, oh man, that's going to be all good for JC and all of that kind of stuff. But I've heard some coaches say, nah, they that they're not, you know, waving their hands or pumping their fists like, yeah, that's a go. This is a win for us. And these are JC coaches because they're saying, man, these kids get the offers from spring and during spring, right?
Mm-hmm.
They get a preview of the kid from when they get on campus. They if they have already qualified, they can leave JC. They go early, enroll
Mm-hmm.
well before the season. They have a preview of how the kid is. If they ain't feeling them, they snatching a scholarship before the season is even starting.
Damn. Yeah. You stuck in limbo now.
So it's like Wild Wild West.
What you mentioned football. I know we're talking about basketball, man. While I was talking about basketball, I wanted to say something about basketball and what you were saying. We're talking about high school players and the recruitment. So with basketball, you have two times of signing. You could sign in the spring, or you could sign in the fall. They call it winter, but it's really fall because it's November. If high school players that are seniors if they're like 2 and 3-star recruits and they don't sign in the fall, their recruitment is cooked. It's over because once you get to the spring, now you're competing against everybody in the portal.
Yeah.
See, in the fall, there's no portal. So you're only competing against the JUCO players
Yeah.
that are signing early. So any parent listening, if you got a child and they're a senior and they have a chance to commit in the fall, do it. You could always decommit.
Which is one of the things I was trying to tell my daughter in her
Yeah.
process. But I'll say this too, because there's a bunch of shuffling cards, and some of them are going through that altered shuffling machine that they allege, them folks had in the poker games. So you never can tell what cards you're gonna be dealt and who already knows what's going on with it and what game you playing. It's rigged.
Yeah.
This recruitment shit, it's rigged. People already know what they're gonna do. They know what they're looking at. They got boards. They know how they want to move. If this happens with this kid, you think there's no talks about a player that's not happy in a particular program? You think that that's not being talked about to potential suitors?
Oh, hey man. I asked the coach. I said, what month do you know when your player is going to hit the portal? What month do you think they told me?
November.
December.
Oh, okay.
They said they know by December who's hitting the portal.
Okay,
The
because
start
maybe
didn't
at that
open
point, I was gonna say maybe at that point they've seen
Yeah.
like a few real games.
Yep.
So now
They're
they're
like,
like, oh,
yep. They're like, and I asked multiple college coaches at different colleges, and the same answer was December. I was like, ooh, damn.
yeah, yeah. So just real quick, my just blanket advice, since I was throwing all that stuff out there, it's rigged and all that stuff. But my blanket advice would be to go where they want you and stop chasing, somewhere where you're just another.
You're tolerated.
Yeah, not even that you're tolerated. We're talking about recruitment before you even get there. So where you just another like number or name, like you're way down that list. They got
Yeah.
to go to this guy. If this guy don't work or this girl don't work, then we go into this one. Then we move to this one. Then we move to this one. And they ain't even got to you yet because you way at the bottom of the list versus this school has you here, top of the list. We really want you. Like kids really have to start considering that, man.
It was it was a player at a college that was about to hit the portal, and I guess he went into the office like about to hit the portal, and they already had the new recruits that they wanted
And he
on the
saw the
board.
board.
Yeah,
Shh.
he saw my son's name circled
Hey,
at the
circled a
top
few
of the board.
times, huh?
Yeah,
Circled in like 3
it's
different color
circled.
markers
Yeah,
with stars around it.
looked like a rainbow with circles, all kind of colors.
Then found
Another
the
picture
picture
of
of him and
the
taped it on the board.
He said, "God dang, I ain't even off the team yet, and they
And they
already
looking for your replacement.
yeah."
Right.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, go where they really want you. Go where you love, where they really want you.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
Um, but yeah, so anyway, that's what I think about this recruiting thing in terms of that side of the game on the high school side, because we talking about college, we talking about pros, but we ain't even talking about JUCO. We ain't even talking about high school, like, and it was a point to where it was like, what they call JUCO purgatory.
It still kind of is.
It still kind of is, but then you thought there was some light with the new rules of, okay, well, maybe they won't lose eligibility and they'll still have 4 years if they choose to go to a JUCO. Then now in that sense, a JUCO is competing with a kid with an institution like a prep school that may have gotten a kid that goes there. They'll go to a JUCO instead.
Yeah,
Because now I can go to the JUCO, get college credits, get ahead of the game on the academic side of it, and still be playing, still be seen. Like, so I don't know, but now it's just like, who knows, man? Figure the rules out. Like,
yeah. It's a
figure it out.
it's a tough game, man.
No, it is.
It's a tough game.
Man, so before we get out of here, I always gotta take a look at what's going on with the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
NBA current action popping off. Your squad.
Come on, man. Hey, we winning tonight, baby.
Yeah, I'm about to give you
We
some.
winning
Hey,
tonight.
man, I'm about to give you
Yeah,
some.
we winning tonight.
I'm about to give him some love.
Come on, man.
105-91 over the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves 2-2, just like the Lakers.
Anthony
2-2.
Edwards.
What's up with the Timberwolves, man? Is this
Oh,
gonna be
Anthony Edwards
another?
is out.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, is this gonna be another like can't get over the hump type year? Do you think they're really gonna make a push for competing for a title or what?
No, they I think Denver got better. I think Houston got better. Oklahoma City is just as good. Maybe if not, they may come back better.
Mhm.
I don't think Minnesota got better.
Okay.
So they're right back where they were. And
Okay.
right now, you don't have Anthony Edwards. He's got a hamstring issue. Don't know how long that hamstring is going to be bothering him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that they said the cold weather really affects the hamstring. He's in the coldest place in the United States. He's in Minnesota.
Man.
So,
Man. Shout out to Alf. Your Trailblazers just beat the Jazz 136-134. So that's a final. I think your boy Drew Holiday was cooking in that.
Mm.
We have let's see here.
Man, you see
Pacers 105, Mavericks 107. So Mavericks end up getting the edge in that game. Pacers are 0-4. Man, it's gonna be tough for them this year.
I mean, they've been dealing with the injury bug because you don't have Halliburton the whole season. But Ryan Nembhard went out in game 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then the last game, Benedict Mathurin didn't play. So like he's been the real bright spot on the offensive side. He's been cooking, and yeah, they had to go without him. So they're trying to figure it out, but they don't have no guards.
Yeah, man, they released Wiseman and picked up McClung.
Oh wow, they released
You
Wise?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, because I saw him play like two games ago.
Yeah, I think they
But he had just
released
came back because he was injured.
I think they released Wiseman to pick up McClung, if I'm not mistaken.
Mac McClung then found his way on the NBA roster.
Yes, and he got some burn tonight.
Well,
He played 12 minutes. 2
well,
for
I was
5 from
gonna
the
say
field.
that was the thing that I was saying at first. Yeah, they don't have no point guards.
Hey,
Like,
well,
they have point guards. They're just young.
I don't see Wiseman on the roster. I think they make that swap.
Yeah,
It's
Wiseman.
crazy. Wiseman, man.
Wiseman's another sad story.
Man,
Like,
I was just about to ask. I said crazy. You beat
Like-
me to it.
like sad story. Like he he was a one and done, but he only got to play 7 games in Memphis
Right.
because it was deemed that he received some improper benefits prior to going to Memphis.
Mhm.
So only playing 7 games takes a toll on you. Your timing's not right, different things are off. And then you go to a Warriors team where they don't necessarily have a reputation for developing young talent.
Mhm.
And so he got there, and it was probably like James Wiseman had a bag. Lefty, could step out and shoot, could put the ball on the ground, could do some things with the basketball. But you go there, they want you to look more like Kevon Looney. Like,
Yeah.
we want you to rebound and be gritty. And like Kevon Looney went there and looked like he like 45 years old.
Yeah.
Because that's how they got him playing. I don't know if you've ever seen the old videos of Kevon Looney. Kevon Looney in the UCLA runs. Kevon Looney was putting the ball on the ground.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
They was comparing him to KD.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
He don't. You watch him with the Warriors. He didn't look nothing like KD.
Must be the money.
Look like KC. Ooh yeah.
Hey, it's the money.
Man.
You get in the NBA, and if you're just not one of those superstars, your role may be changed. It may be diminished. You may be put in a box, and making your money depends on if you gonna do what the team asks you to do. Right.
Yeah, you got to adapt.
Yeah, so that's why you see you'll be calling a guy this and that, or he sucks and is it, but catch him in your local LA Fitness. Your YMCA or something. Like see what he do to you there.
Give you buckets.
Right. Right. So Alf, I saw you. Alf says Jeremiah Fears had himself a game. He had himself a game, and they also got smacked. Denver beat them 122-88, but he did drop a dub. Actually had 21 points, 6 assists, 1 rebound. So that is a good game for him. Just kind of jumping around the league. 126-113, the Bulls over the Kings. Zach LaVine dropped 30 for the Kings, but they just, I don't know what the Kings are going to do.
I wonder why he dropped so much. Could it be that he was playing against his old team?
Hey, that could be one of them. He says, "Have the Bulls lost yet?"
No, they haven't.
Nope, they haven't. And have the Kings won yet? Yes, only one game. Yeah, the Kings. I thought they were like on the verge when they had skipping my mind now, point guard who went to the Spurs. I
You
don't know
talking
why I
about
can't
Fox,
think. I'm burning out.
De'Aaron
Fox,
Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
I thought they were on the verge when they had De'Aaron Fox.
When Mike Brown was coaching?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yes. When Mike
Yeah.
Brown was coaching, I
No,
don't know.
no,
I
no,
guess
that ain't a
they were.
shot at you, Doug Christie.
Yeah, no,
That
but I'm saying I guess they weren't getting when they weren't getting along with Mike Brown or whatever the case may be. I thought he was gonna really build something there, get busy, do something there. They had Fox, Sabonis, um, couple.
Monk,
Malik Monk was getting busy.
Keegan Murray.
Murray was getting busy.
Yeah.
You know, but those those two, Sabonis and Fox, good 1-2. And I was like, man, just put a couple pieces around them, and they'll be ready to go. But it's like the Kings are just always like, we almost there, and then it's just like, nah,
They went from lighting the beam to smoking the beam.
oh man, ooh we.
They used to light the beam, remember?
Yeah, I
They would
remember
light
them
the
lighting the
beam, like,
beam.
yeah, that
Yeah,
man. Now they looking like they smoking
yeah,
that beam, man.
ooh we.
Nah,
Uh,
they got old. Like
with
they
the
just
with the trade for sure.
yeah, that's what like you bring in Levine, and Levine can still play. DeRozan can still play, but those guys are older. Russell Westbrook is older. Uh, what's the Schroeder? Dennis Schroeder is
Schroeder.
older.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are all older guys. Young guys don't seem to mesh well with older guys, especially guys like a Levine and a DeRozan
Yeah.
who want the ball in their spots. Like that's probably
Who who
killing
are
people's
who
career.
are similar, kind of, right?
Yeah, mid range.
Right, because I was
Yeah,
gonna say, and Levine has moved away from like you know the athletic type. I'm going and dunking
yeah,
and all this other kind of stuff, right?
yeah.
It's they're similar.
Yeah, he's trying to shoot more threes. Like he shot tonight, he shot 8, but he only hit 2. That's 25%.
Uh,
Like, but I know
they need to do something. The
that's
Kings.
probably but that's probably killing Keegan Murray. Like, where
Uh,
he's like, damn, because he can't get the touches that he was getting at first.
yeah, but it's okay. And this is no shot at Murray. If you were to say, all right, man, we're gonna break this team up, we just gonna straight up trade these guys to contenders out of respect, and we're gonna try to build as much draft capital as we can, and we just gonna start trying to see if we can build this from the ground up. Do you have anybody on the roster once you trade a Sabonis or a Levine, DeRozan? Is there anybody there that you would say, okay, this guy's a cornerstone or a
No,
centerpiece, whatever you want to tab it as, like
no,
somebody we could build around, and this is our
no.
future? Okay, that's what
We
I'm saying. So it's
yeah, we
like,
got yeah, because it's I look at Malik Monk like a Jamal Crawford type of dude. This is a 6 man that's gonna get in there. He's gonna get buckets, but I like him as a 6 man because I know what I got this ace in the hole, but I wouldn't build around him. He doesn't he hasn't been consistent throughout his career, but a hell of a player.
yeah, yeah. Um, few more scores. We got 135, 116 Pistons over the Magic.
The Magic are bad this year.
Yeah, 1-4 right now. I mean, it's early, but you can tell how some of these teams are looking if you watch some of these games.
Yeah, the Magic.
Yeah.
And they lost to Detroit. I actually watched Detroit yesterday, or it was either yeah, it was yesterday or 2 days ago. They looked bad. I watched them against Cleveland, and they were god awful.
Hey, here's another game for you. And your boy is in this one. Michael Porter Jr. Hawks 117, Brooklyn 112. Room 112, where the players dwell. But your boy had uh 32 tonight.
Hey man, he's shooting that thing, man.
Hey,
I ain't say he making it. He was making it tonight, but he's shooting it every night.
man. And then my one of my dark horse picks, Igor Demin, he only had 4. 1 for 6 from the field.
What they hit for? What they hit for? I mean, hey man, it's been a slow start for quite a few rookies, man.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag the other day had 2 points. No,
Yeah.
nobody's talking about that, because it's Cooper Flag.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
he only
mean,
had 2 points.
today he had 15. Bounce back. 6 for 11 from the field.
Oh, that's real good.
Yeah.
That's real good. The rookie that's been cooking, man, is Edgecombe.
Yeah. I mean, he had that one big game. Came down to earth a bit. I think he had 14 in the last game. Like
14 or 15, yeah, but he was
yeah.
averaging 25.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah. And he had what I thought the other players would have, because Ace Bailey don't get no burn.
nah.
So it's
You thought you was getting the touches. They're going to Lord Marketing.
It's like straight up like the complete flip, but that's
Yeah.
because they need Edgecombe right now. You don't have Paul George in the building.
Yeah.
So you don't have Paul George on the floor. He may be in the building, but he ain't on the floor.
I don't even know if he's in the building.
Okay.
He might be in the suite.
Hey, I don't know where's ever he be. He ain't on the floor. So yeah, man, but Edgecombe is in a position where where his squad needs him to do all those things that I said he was gonna be in the box. But they're like, man, just get out there and do your thing. Beneficiary of the circumstance, really. And that's my opinion. Because when Paul George comes back, I think it changes.
I think he's getting busy still. I really do.
Okay. How many shots did he take when he went for? What was it in the first game?
30, 34, 36.
34, I thought. 34. How many shots did he take? I need to know that.
Hey man, give me a moment, brother. Give me a moment. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there.
I'm just saying, it would be crazy to say that
he took 26.
Yeah, 26 shots. You think he's getting 26 shots with Paul George, Maxey, and Embiid on the floor? He's gonna take 26 shots.
Well, Embiid was on the floor that game, but
I just asked you. Do you think he's taking 26 shots with Paul George, Embiid, and Maxey on the floor?
Nah, but I think he'll get 12.
Okay, and he'll have to have a lot of 60% from the floor efforts to maintain like a 15 point per game average.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
I mean, I'm not knocking him. It's the circumstance, and I think the circumstance changes when Paul George returns. Listen, man, we always say the money guy is gonna get the shot, right? The money guy is gonna play. So
absolutely. So I since you're looking in the NBA action, my question is, has the 50-point performance lost its luster? And before you answer that, I'll say this. I didn't look at the stats tonight, but prior to tonight, we had Lauri Markkanen that had 51 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. This was on 10-27 against the Suns. They got a victory. We had Austin Reeves with 51 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. That was against Sacramento on 10-26.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Aaron Gordon that had 50 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists versus the Warriors on 10-23. And on that same day of 10-23, we had Shea go for 55 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists versus the Indiana Pacers. So 4 50-point games in the first 7 days of NBA action.
Has it lost its luster? I would say I don't think it's lost its luster. Well, I would say the frequency of it may make it seem like it has.
Mm-hmm.
And the actual variety of player, because some of these guys you wouldn't look at and say, "Oh man, they about to go for 50." If it continues to happen as frequently as it has this early in the season, if that is maintained throughout the season, then I would say it'll kind of lose its luster. Just like with anything, you keep seeing it over and over again, it becomes like an ordinary type of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, it takes skill to put up the buckets to drop 50. So I don't want to just shit on the skill. It's like this. You either have to, it has to be your day. It's just your
Absolutely.
day,
Absolutely.
right? Or you have the skill, or you just you're a pure ridiculous scorer, or you're a knockdown shooter, right? Because a
Mm-hmm.
knockdown shooter can all of a sudden hit a few, and now it's like, okay, we're gonna keep passing it to him. He's open. We get him off these screens, and bam, bam. All of a sudden, he's hit, 7, 8 shots.
You know what's crazy is I like what you said. He when a player's got it going, you feed him. You keep giving him the ball. You know the children are the players now, the young children, they don't think like that. They like he's got it going. I gotta get it going. like,
Hey, it's some people in our day that was saying that too.
like what? What do you mean? He's clearly got it going. What are we doing?
Yeah, nah, but so what did I say? I said it's got to be your day. You
Mhm.
knockdown shooter or just a flat out scorer. The only way that I would say the only thing that will show that okay is just not a fluke is if you do it again and you do it again and you do it again. You have yourself 4, 5, 40 something points where you're sniffing 50, or you drop 50 here, drop 50 there, you got 45 here. Like you just a scorer. But if it just happens, oh, I had a 50-point game, then the rest of the season you never did it again, flash in the pan.
So I got a question for you. So and I understand, yeah, 50 does take skill. What do you say to a player that scored 138 points in a game? In one single game.
I don't know what I would say to that player.
Jack Taylor in 2012 for a Division III school put up 138 points in a single game.
It
He
was his
shot
day.
52 for 106 from the field and was 27 for 71 from three.
That's crazy. So he's a shooter.
Play for Grinnell.
He's a shooter.
But
That falls into one of those categories I said. He's a shooter.
yeah,
And they probably just kept running his ass off of double, triple screens, and he's just shooting it.
he was getting steals and stopping at the 3-point line.
Bruh,
I'm
if
convinced.
you get this is what I would say to that player, now that I have it in context. If you getting 71 shots,
that's just from three. Yeah, my bad.
if you getting 71 shots and you can't score 100 or 50 to 100, 60 to 100, like if you ain't above that, I would say 60 points at the least. Like you stink.
You know, man.
71 shots? No, hell no. You
Hey,
got
man,
to score 100.
no,
Fuck
what I
that.
was saying is, man, like,
I'm
so
tripping. It's got to be 100 points, man.
So when Will scored his 100, you know how many shots he took?
How many?
63. And he was 36 for 63 from the field. So and no one ever talks about this, but now it makes you wonder what the hell was he doing in shooting, because most of his shots were around the
Yeah,
basket. Like,
like it was he missing
yeah,
bunnies? Like,
like
yeah,
yeah. He
I don't know.
Man, he shot 32 free throws. He was 28 for 32 from the free throw line. So Granny had it going that particular day, but 36 for 63. Wilt, you was supposed to score 150.
Man. Yeah, around the basket. That's why I was kind of
This-
trying to adjust for like guard play. Like if you
Yeah,
taking jump shots and stuff like that,
supposed to
that's why
score
I'm like,
150, Wilt.
you gotta at least make 30 shots if you taking 71, because then all of a sudden now you get in the rhythm
Yeah,
because you're shooting so goddamn much. Like, and that was just from three, like you said. How many shots did he take?
108.
Okay. If you shoot 108 shots and you don't score 100 points, you stink.
On my fault, 106. Let me get it
If
right.
you shoot 106 shots in a game and you don't score 100, you stink.
Yeah.
106 shots?
You look so disgusted. I'm wondering what
106 shots.
I'm wondering what his team was thinking. The next to
Man.
most the second most shots taken that game by his teammate was
4,
6,
6.
and he was 5 for 6 from the field.
Hey, he had to get busy.
Yeah,
My brother made double figures
yeah.
still.
Well, no, he actually had 13 points because he hit a 3-pointer and had 2 free throws.
Yeah, I said he hit double
Yeah.
figures.
And then there was another person that shot 5 shots. He was only 2 for 5.
Oh man.
And he was a starter. But the starters, 5 shots, 2 shots, 2 shots.
I mean, what do you think, man? Has it lost its luster? I mean, a 50 piece is it's still
50 piece is
legit to
hard.
me.
50 piece is hard, man.
Yeah,
40,
it's still
40 is
legit to me.
hard.
Yeah.
40 is hard.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have skill to it's got to be something about you for you to hit,
I
50
don't
points.
I don't want to say it's lost its luster, but I'll say that it's easier. You'll see it more frequent now than I think you would have 20 years ago with players that were arguably just as skilled or more skilled based on the way the game was played then versus the way that the
Yeah.
game is played now.
The rules.
Exactly. So I don't want to say it's lost its luster, but I'll say that I think it's a little easier. Like Tracy McGrady in this era, he's scoring quite a few 50s.
Yeah.
I think he's doing it.
No,
I think Melo in this era, I don't think he has a problem putting up 50 in this
Yeah.
era. Yeah, I mean, I was more so surprised at some of the players on the I was surprised that Austin Reeves put up a 50 piece.
Hey.
But then he followed it up with 41, and then I was like, "Oh,
Which
maybe."
what did I just say? I said if you score 50 and then you do it again and you drop 40 here and
Yeah,
like you are a scorer. Like you
exactly.
can
So it's
score.
like, yeah, so it's like, well, damn, maybe I just didn't realize
And
how
listen,
good this guy could score the
hey, people
basket.
say Austin Reeves has game,
Yeah,
that he's a killer. There's a lot of people who say that, but you know, is he trade bait? Is he a long term piece? I don't know. We was talking about that.
yeah,
It's your squad, so we can table that for another day.
yeah. Let's put
But
that on the table.
Just putting that out there. But yeah, okay. So you say no, it hasn't lost its luster. I'm saying
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think it's
so
lost
either.
its luster. I just think we'll see it more frequent
Yeah,
based on the rules.
sound like we saying the same type of
Yeah,
deal. But all right, man. Well, shit, we've been at it for a minute. Appreciate y'all who came in to rock with us. We're gonna do this again. Um,
absolutely.
so man, thanks for running the wing with us, y'all. We out.
Peace.